But then the betrayal. The cookie of grievance. The world had seemed bright, a gentle blur of primary colors and soft carpets. Balthazar Balti the Bold. A warrior barely 9 months of age stretched a chubby hand toward the golden crumb-dusted bounty held high by the towering figure known only as Mama. "No, Balti! This is for later," Mama chuckled, a sound Balti interpreted as a declaration of war. A soundless primal rage ignited in his chest. His lower lip quivered. Not in fear, but in the grim resolve of a dictator denied his rightful due. This small, perfect town, the living room, would soon know his wrath. The first target, the frozen citadel, the monolith that guarded the sustenance of the realm. The fridge! The revolution was televised, but only in Balti's mind. His conquest began not with a roar, but with a determined low-to-the-ground crawl, his body a trembling battering ram pointed toward destiny. The fate of the town of Soft Corners rested on his tiny shoulders. Like for Balti's first battle. Subscribe if you think he deserves that cookie. Comments. Chapter 2. Siege of the Frozen Citadel. The fridge stood before Balti, a gleaming white glacier of defiance. It towered, 1,000 feet high surely, and pulsed with a faint internal hum that sounded like a mocking laugh. He tried a direct assault, slamming his fists against the smooth, cold metal. Thud! Thud! No dent! No surrender. His tiny, focused eyes, usually reserved for tracking mobile phones, spotted a vulnerability, the magnetized drawings of multicolored shapes. He shifted tactics, attempting a complex flanking maneuver around the wall of potatoes, the kitchen island. He was nearly there when the door to the citadel swung open, revealing the true general in charge, Mama. She looked down, surprised. "What are you doing over here, little one?" Balti stopped, chest heaving from the high-speed crawl. He had been seen. His plan was compromised. He had to think fast, or the citadel would remain unconquered. He heard the rattling call of his chief distraction specialist, Sir Rubber Duck, a noisy teething toy, waiting in the nearby playpen. Like if this is Chapter 3, the general's soft spot, Mama advanced a giant of logistics and discipline. Balti knew a retreat was necessary, but not before striking a psychological blow. He initiated Operation Blubber Lip and Wail, a high-frequency sonic attack designed to cripple morale. Mama's face immediately softened. "Oh, my sweet boy, don't cry." The diversion was perfect. As Mama scooped him up, Balti pointed frantically toward the diaper depot, a remote yet strategic location in the nursery, forcing a change of scenery. Mama, ever susceptible to the distress signal, obeyed. Victory by deception. But just as he felt a temporary surge of power, he was placed on the changing table, a notorious battleground for the humiliating ritual of the wipe. A surprise enemy appeared, General Papa entering the room with a menacing plastic-wrapped square. The real battle was about to begin, and it involved talcum powder. Balti looked up, pure terror mixed with adrenaline in his eyes. He was trapped, like if you were fooled by Balti's cunning plan. Subscribe to see if he survives. Chapter 4. The Diaper Depot Ambush. The diaper depot was a killing floor. General Papa moved with terrifying speed, unstrapping the armor and exposing Balti to the chilling draft of shame. Balti fought with every limb, executing the highly effective four-limb flail technique, attempting to bat away the incoming offensive. "Hold still, buddy," Papa commanded, his voice muffled by the grunts of exertion. The tide turned when Balti managed to grab a discarded item, the squeaky hammer of judgment, a large plastic mallet toy. He brought it down with the full force of his 9-month-old fury, connecting squarely with Papa's forehead. Squeak. The noise was not loud, but the moment was deafening. Papa froze, then burst into roaring laughter, completely disarmed. The diaper ambush had failed, but Balti had won a crucial concession: immediate release, and the spoils of war, the squeaky hammer, now his primary weapon. The Titan waited there. Triumphant, he pointed the hammer toward the next unconquered territory, Sofa Mountain. Like if the squeaky hammer is the best weapon. Chapter 5. Siege of Sofa Mountain. Sofa Mountain was a beige plush behemoth, a nearly insurmountable obstacle. Atop its peak sat the Titan Balti's older brother, a 6-year-old menace playing a portable gaming device. Balti, armed with the squeaky hammer, began his ascent. The Titan's defense was legendary. He did not move, did not yield, and issued terrifying threats like, "If you touch my game, you're going to time out." He pulled himself up on the cushions, slipped, fell, and cried out in frustration. The Titan barely registered the assault, absorbed in his digital war. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of struggle, 3 minutes, Balti made it to the edge of the cushion. He saw his chance. The Titan, lulled by the gentle glow of his screen, began to nod off. Slowly, imperceptibly, the Titan's massive head slumped. The portable gaming device slid precariously toward the edge. Balti stretched out his hand, ready to claim the technological relic. But before he could, a new growling threat emerged from beneath the mountain, sniffing aggressively at Balti's. The Ballad of Tiny Tyrant. What happens next? You saw him rise. You saw the reign of terror begin. But the crown was only the beginning of Tiny Tyrant Balti's story. The alliances Balti forged in fire are now crumbling to ash. His enemies aren't waiting in the shadows anymore. They're walking right up to the front gate. And the one thing he feared more than rebellion, consequence. In the next chapter, Balti faces a choice: double down on his cruelty, or finally learn that being a tyrant means never truly sleeping. Watch as his carefully constructed kingdom starts to crack, revealing a truth he tried to bury under layers of ego and gold. The reckoning is coming out very soon. Will Balti outsmart the rebellion and crush the traitors who threaten his power? Or is the tiny tyrant about to realize that the world he conquered is about to conquer him? The story is far from over. You won't know what hit you. To ensure you don't miss the moment Balti's fate is sealed, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Watch out.